It's the national semifinals, NCAA men's volleyball from Columbus, Ohio, the top seed Pepperdine and the 4 seed IPFW. They've been building for this moment all season. The Mastodons looking for their first trip ever to the national championship. IPFW has never advanced that far. They'll face a Pepperdine team looking for their second trophy in the last 3 seasons and their 6th volleyball title overall. The 1 seed and the 4 seed for a spot in the national final. The NCAA Men's Volleyball Championship presented on ESPN by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Our first national semifinal in Columbus, the Mastodons of IPFW and the Pepperdine Waves. The winner of this first semi will move on to the championship match on Saturday to face either Penn State or UC Irvine in our second semifinal tonight. And welcome to Columbus. Beth Mowens along with Mike Dodd. Glad you could be with us for our first national semifinal. And Mike, Pepperdine, the top seed with the top player in the nation, Jonathan Winder, winning National Player of the Year awards last night. Yeah, Beth, and Winder is everything you could ask for in a world-class setter. He's got the size, he's got great hands, he's very deceptive. In these last few matches, surprisingly, very animated in his leadership of this team. He's already won 1 national championship as a freshman with Pepperdine a couple of years ago. IPFW still seeking that first trip to the final. They will look to their go-to guy, C.J. Macias. And Macias is so physical. He brings so much energy to the court. And what Arnie Ball loves more than anything else about C.J. is that he's always looking to better his teammates, and that's what you want in a leader. The Mastodons of IPFW looking for the upset, taking on the top seed Pepperdine. It's semifinal number 1 when we come back.
The NCAA Men's Volleyball Championship, presented on ESPN by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. We'll pick you up. And in part by DirecTV. For the most sports in HD, you've got to get DirecTV. And Pontiac, the official performance machines of the NCAA.
The Olentangy River here in Columbus, and on its banks, St. John Arena for our first national semifinal. IPFW, the 4 seed, and Pepperdine, the 1 seed, for a spot in the championship on Saturday night. Let's hear from IPFW, their starting lineup.
Hi, Jason Alexander Yhost, junior opposite, Mira Mesa, San Diego, California. My name's C.J. Macias. I'm an outside hitter. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I'm proud to be a Volley Don.
Hi everybody, my name is Brock Ulrich. I'm an outside hitter from Winfield, Illinois. One Love, Brew Crew.
Meu nome é Vitor Oliveira, eu sou atacante de meio e eu sou de Caxias do Sul, Brasil. My name is Vitor Oliveira, I'm from Caxias do Sul, Brazil, and I'm a middle hitter.
Josh Stewart, middle blocker, St. Mary's, Ontario, Canada.
I'm Colin Lundeen, a senior setter from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada.
Matt Plisky, freshman libero from St. Charles, Missouri.
Leading the way for the Mastodons in his 27th season with over 450 wins is Arnie Ball. 6th trip to the national semifinals, looking to bust through and get into the championship for the first time ever. Now the starting lineup for Pepperdine.
I'm Paul Carroll. I play opposite, and I'm from Foster, Australia.
J.D. Schloppenbach, outside hitter, Ventura, California.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Grobe. I'm an outside hitter from Kaneohe, Hawaii.
Greg Audino, middle blocker, Blocker Center, California.
Tom Hulse, middle blocker, Evanston, Illinois.
Jonathan Winder, setter, Irvine, California.
Tanner Sutherland, libero, Corona, California.
The head coach, Marv Dunphy, in his 24th season at 26-2 this year. He has been a part of 4 of their 5 NCAA titles, and they are looking for their 2nd in the last 3 years. Pepperdine in the dark jerseys, and IPFW in white, and the Mastodons looking for the first point of the match, and they've got it.
Josh Stewart getting up high in the middle. Good start for the Mastodons. Good serve receive, running their offense, setting up their middle attack.
Second year in a row that they've been here, but Jason Yhost was not a member of last year's team, so this is his first appearance in the NCAA tournament. Grove set up by Winder as Pepperdine gets the point.
Grove does a real good job taking a tight set, fitting that shot between the block in the seam.
Greg Gaudino comes from a family of volleyball players in Southern California. Kept alive by Winder. Carroll, the Australian transplant. Chance for Brock Ulrich for the Mastodons. Bumped up by Gaudino. Free ball, IPFW. Colin Lundeen goes outside to Ulrich, rejected at the net. The big block was up from Hulse and Carroll.
Carroll and Hulse getting big over there on that right side, and it's always important when you come out early to win that first real long rally. Pepperdine takes the advantage.
Tough to get it through Hulse, one of the top blockers in the nation. IPFW. They set Ulrich right up again, and this time he tools the block for the point.
Ulrich doing a real good job of chopping down the line off of Paul Carroll right there. It sets up such a big block out there on the right side.
Ulrich, the junior from Illinois. Second team All-MIVA in the Midwest. Pounded down by Paul Carroll, the sophomore, averaging 5.5 kills per contest.
And there you see the bread and butter, Winder to Carroll. So quick in that back five to the right side.
Paul Carroll, first team All-American. Big shoes to fill a couple of years ago when he arrived, replacing National Player of the Year Sean Rooney. And that one's pounded down by the Dons.
Jason Yhost from the 10-foot line. Broad jumping in and just delivering that ball down the line. Transfer from San Diego.
Josh Stewart back to serve. And the junior from Ontario, Canada, puts it into the net. There is a strong Canadian connection for this IPFW team. 7 members of the team and the coaching staff from north of the border. The overpass and an opportunity. Winder looking outside. The solo rejection from Lundeen sent it right back at Schleppenbach.
And Colin Lundeen leads his team in solo blocks. He's got 21 for the year, make that 22. Such an effective blocker over on that right side.
Both these setters in our first semifinal, good blockers of the net. And then Lundeen sends the serve wide.
And it's so interesting, you see Lundeen right there. It's very rare that your setter, he's not only leading in solo blocks, but he's the #2 overall blocker on the team. It says a lot for his abilities.
At just 6'3", the senior setting up Oliveira, point IPFW.
Oliveira there, out of Brazil. Quick arm in the middle, nice little cut back across his body.
Important for the confidence of the Mastodons. They were out early against UCLA in last year's national semi and got swept as Pepperdine gets a point back.
And there you see the value of Jonathan Winder. He can go up 8, 9, even 10 feet above the net and set those balls, run the quick sets, and makes a lot of saves with that 6'8" frame.
Winder on the serve. Lundeen sets Oliveira in the middle. Nobody up at the net for Pepperdine.
So Pepperdine not giving Oliveira much respect right now. Staying on the ground, trying to read Lundeen right there. Oliveira keeps delivering like that. You know Pepperdine's going to have to make some adjustments, make some commitments in the middle.
The junior from Brazil. A reserve on last year's national semifinal team. Much bigger role this season. Lundeen with the attack out of the back. Winder, the back set. Schleppenbach off the block. Point Pepperdine.
Important kill for J.D. Schleppenbach. His first attempt, he was roofed by Lundeen. That time on the right side in transition. Gets a big kill for the Waves.
We'll get into Schleppenbach's story as the match progresses. He's overcome an injury, as well as a lot of coaches around the country that didn't think he had what it took to play at this level, and he's proved them wrong. And that time the block was there for Pepperdine. It's the national semifinals, NCAA men's volleyball from Columbus, Ohio. The top